kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27th. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
With a dive up the middle. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Pad level, pad level, pad level. To stuff a run before it can get going means you got underneath those pads and gave that runner nowhere to go.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
They've got first down from the 31. They put a receiver in motion here left. Lawrence starting with a throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stopped by Deion Henley.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Got by Washington, left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's into the hands of Will Dissly. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. Felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Lawrence to throw it. Here comes the screen for ETN. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Lawrence here running the sneak. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence dumps it off to his running back. And He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Jump off caught by his back. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shredding. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he gets this forward to the 19. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Third and a lone yard coming up. They go right back to ETN. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Facing 4th down, the Jags elected to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit.
Let's get this point. Get 3 points on the board. Bring that kid.
Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Little knocks it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Back to the air, Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he has this down to the 34. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Herbert on first down. Catch made underneath by back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Herbert now. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Give now from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Right play, straight ahead. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers first down. First and goal.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. To the air this time. Herbert has it down close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Glad McConkey with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 7, Jaguars 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And last drive left him in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Complete to Travis Hunter. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. The Jaguars into punt formation. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Right up the gut. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch made. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd down now, Jaguars going nickel. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Brings it in. And they are on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Trying to push this past the marker. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They go play action. Lawrence. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Jaguars. In a nice spot, 2nd and inches. Lawrence working from the gun. He'll try and run this. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Brought in close to the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
3 more yards.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first.
Jaguars.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
Jaguars 10, Chargers 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second.
It's a gain of 9.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 36-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Herbert. On the quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Herbert again. He's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chargers will have a first.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 9 yards.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And start the second half with ETN. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. They put a receiver in motion right. Trying to throw this from the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
They've got a man in motion. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Going on first down, Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
ETN
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Hand off to Tootin. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Herbert back to throw. Has some daylight through the 40. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Herbert to throw once more. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Herbert. He brings it in. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. They'll come up on 1st and 10. he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Herbert now. Quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chargers.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. In the red zone now. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Conklin brings it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. That one's complete over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Lawrence with it on 1st. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Caldwell on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. All right, here we go. Second down. Lawrence to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On play action now, Lawrence. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Jaguars first down. First and goal.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
From the red zone on first. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. This time he's looking to throw. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Yards on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Out of the shotgun, give to Vidal. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. We'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punting unit out now. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they send their back in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. We've got a screen to the running back. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. but it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They're going to try with Etienne, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, fourth in that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Caught by Washington, left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Parker Washington. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Etienne on 3rd down. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Jaguars 24, Chargers 10.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made over the middle. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Herbert now. He just keeps fighting McConkey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
To McConkey. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. It's Herbert once more. He keeps it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First and 10, Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and 10.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Finds the in route, complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Complete to Will Disley. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 10-yard line.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his second and inches. Now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his right. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Vidal. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Chargers.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for two.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point.
Here he is to throw. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion.
Chargers.
Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.